Hey, what's up, guys? Randall from OddsJam back with you to check out the OddsJam tools today, see if there's anything this afternoon before the games kick off. So we're just going to hop over, got a couple of sports books pulled up, was able to fix my FanDuel account that we had issues with last time. So good to go there. Going to just hop right over, jump to the arbitrage page here, see what's out there. You can see quite a few bets that are out there. If you've got the platinum plan here, you could bet this game tomorrow. If you had Bookmaker and DraftKings, if you want to throw 500 on Bookmaker, 381 on DraftKings, making a risk-free $72. But just wanted to show you how this works, if this ARB is still out there. So Brewers Cardinals, first 3 innings, total runs. Let's just see if that's still out there. It should be. Since I did a refresh, but we'll double check. We're looking for inning bets, 3 innings, over 2.5 runs. Looks like that's minus 105. That is correct. And then FanDuel, if we go to the Cardinals, where are we at here? Baseball, looking for that Cardinals game. And let's see here. Innings, we're looking for 3 innings. Total runs looks like under 2.5 plus 106. So, this is an ARB opportunity. This is a chance for us to make risk-free money. Now, it's very low percentage, so I'm not gonna make a whole lot from it. I mean, probably not even worth betting in terms of what I'm gonna make. But here's the thing: I'm gonna bet $250 on Caesars. I'm gonna bet $237 on FanDuel. I'm gonna make roughly $1.16. But the idea here is to kind of be able to rack up some rewards. So actually, it looks like FanDuel is going to tell me you can only have 212 on this. So let's go ahead and change that to 212 on the FanDuel side. You need to put 223 on the Caesars side. So FanDuel is only going to give us 212. Caesars should be able to get the 223 down. So we'll go ahead and we'll place this bet. You can see I just got 42 reward credits for placing that bet. We're going to go under 2.5 here. I placed that bet on FanDuel. Just racked up, 42 reward credits. On Caesars, I'm going to make, about $1. Again, not really probably worth hitting, but worth getting just those reward points that Caesars has to offer. So definitely worth taking advantage of that. You can see the Bookmaker DraftKings one is still out there. If that was something you were interested in. So we hit an ARB, we made some money. We can check. Looks like there's nothing live right now, no tennis or anything. So we're not able to do any live arbitrage, but we'll go over here and hop to the positive EV page. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put those in the comments. I'll check those and be happy to answer them for you here. Looks like Neil here tuning in says that he 6 for 7 last night thanks to you at OddsJam. So hey, good job, Neil, using the tools to your benefit. One thing I always like to talk about, and I mentioned it in every live stream, but it's so important to have multiple sports books, because if you don't, you're going to really limit yourself on what you can bet, because if you don't have all the sports books, you can see here, like if I only had, let's just say, for example, we can just filter this actually. Let's just say, for example, turn this off, turn this back on. Let's say all I had was Barstool in Illinois. There are, I guess, 4 bets here, but let's say I had DraftKings. That was the only book I had in Illinois. No positive EV bets. So it's important to have multiple books. And you can see I have all of the ones selected that I have here in Illinois, so that I can best take advantage, of what's out there. So we've got this back up. We'll go ahead and we'll refresh this again just to see what is out there. Looks like this tennis match here for tomorrow looks to be a pretty good bet. We can kind of compare the odds here with the other sports books. It looks like plus 100 on DraftKings, plus 106 on Pinnacle, plus 100 on MGM. We're getting plus 125 on FanDuel. I'm going to take a look at that a little bit deeper just to see where the market actually is on that. So over under 21.5 games. It looks like The market itself is somewhere around 22. It looks like BetOnline juiced at -110 both ways. FanDuel has it 22.5. So there seems to be a little kind of difference here. Looks like the line on, let's see, well, that is FanDuel, isn't it? -150. So FanDuel is really one of the only ones offering the alternates. Would like to see kind of more data here to be able to see what the other books are actually offering just outside of DraftKings. So going to actually pass on that play for now. You can see here this Texans Chargers. I actually bet this one earlier. It's still up there, -110 on Caesars. 2% expected value there on that play. So if you wanted to lock that in, we've already bet that. We'll take a look at it again, though, just in case you weren't with us. You can see that it's under 23. The main line is 22.5. So you're getting, I mean, it's just a half a point, but you're getting a half a point of value. I mean, let's say this game ends, or I say game, let's say this score at halftime is 13-10. If you take under 22.5, you lose. If you take under 23, you push. So you at least get your money back there if it stays under 23. And then, of course, if it's 22 or lower, you're going to win that bet. So that is one we've already locked in. Some very good value there. And I am working with the recommended filters on. These are showing you the best bets that are out there all throughout the day based on all of the back testing and the historical data that we have on OddsJam. So you will see, being in Illinois, do not have a whole lot of options. But if you switch to, let's just say, a state like Colorado, where there are a lot more books, and I'll go ahead and select some more of these, you're going to get a lot more betting options by having more sports books. So definitely take advantage of all of the books in your state so that you can get as many of these in as possible. I've selected a few more books here. You can see here the Bet365. We popped that up. We've got quite a few betting opportunities within Bet365. So take a look here. We'll compare the odds. Under 50.5, +130 on Bet365 for this Memphis Temple game. Looks like the market kind of as an average is probably 115 or so, I would say, just in comparing the odds. So getting some very, very good value there as well. Michigan -12 looks to be a pretty solid bet. North Carolina, Virginia Tech over 50.5. This is at Superbook. This looks like a very, very good bet. This would be one, if you have Superbook, I would definitely get on it. We'll just take a look, though. So we're getting 50.5. All right. This is where, again, line shopping is critical. So over 50.5 is -110. The rest of the market as a whole is sitting at 51.5. Now, some books are sitting at 51, juiced -110 both ways. But kind of as a general consensus, this main line is 51.5. So you are getting over 50.5 at -110. If you wanted to go bet the over 51.5 at any other book, you're going to pay 110 as well. Now, in football, a score of 30-21 as a final is over 50.5 points. Score of 30-21 over 51 or under 51 is a push. If it's 51.5, it's a loser if you took the over. So again, this looks like a very, very good bet. If you have Superbook, I do not, unfortunately, here in Illinois. I would be all over this bet. You're getting a full point of value, and I would say it's a pretty key number. 30-21 final. Doesn't happen a lot, but I mean, it's definitely a score that can happen. So over 50.5, do like that. Going to take one last look here at we'll look at the low holds really quick. Just to see what's out there. I've still got it set on Colorado, so might see some things that I can't bet. But you can see we've got some games up here for next week, it looks like, in the NFL of 0% holds. Again, these are just opportunities for you to take advantage. You're not going to make any money on a 0% hold, but if you bet 250, 227, on DraftKings, you're not going to lose anything, and you're going to rack up some reward points on Caesars. You're going to rack up some crowns on DraftKings. And this play actually was the EV play that we bet under 23 for that Chargers-Texans game. So we'll take one last look. Want to look at the middles page, see if there's anything out there. This page is really nice to try to make some money, middling some bets, or just again trying to get some bonus money or rack up some rewards, kind of risk free. So I know I've given this example. If you're here again, I apologize, but on Sunday, there was a player prop that was over 24.5 yards, under 25.5. It was Devin Duvernay for the Ravens. It landed right on 25. So you ended up cashing both of those bets. Now, what I like to look at is, I like to look for key numbers. So, all of these are positive or 0%. These would all be bets that, you can place. You're going to make money no matter what happens. If you had Bookmaker and you had DraftKings or PointsBet, you could bet 220 on Bookmaker. You could bet 190 on DraftKings. You're going to make a risk-free $9. And if for some reason this lands on 8, you push the Bookmaker side, giving you a refund, and you end up winning the profit from the over 7.5 because it landed on 8. So if it lands on 9 or it lands on 6 or any other number, then you would just make that $9 from that middle bet. So I like to look through here and again, just look for key numbers. Some of these negative numbers or negative percentages, you're going to actually lose money with them, but there's a chance where you could hit the middle bet and it's worth it. All of these that are 7, 7.5, or even 8, these are all key numbers. So, if you like the Jets and you wanted to take a chance here, now obviously they're plus 500, but if you threw 100 on the Jets -7, you threw 504 on the Steelers +8. If the Steelers lose by 7, you're going to push this bet. If the Steelers lose by 7, you would push this bet and you would win this bet, meaning instead of losing $4.76, you would actually make $95.24. So you would make a little bit of money there. If any other outcome happened, you would lose $4.76. But I like to look at these. This 7, 7.5, 7, 7.5. These are all 8, 9. These are all things that can happen in terms of scoring in the NFL. Here's one here. If you had Pinnacle, if you were in Ontario, over 49.5 in the Charlotte UTEP game, under 50.5 on Pinnacle. If you bet 100 on the Pinnacle side, you bet 104 on the PointsBet side. The worst you're going to do is lose $1.93. If this game lands exactly 50, you profit 103 here, and you profit 98.07 here. So you end up hitting both sides if it lands right on 50, and 30-20 final could certainly happen. So a lot of people like to use this middles page. There is a ton of value to it if that is something that you are interested in. So just wanted to go live for a little bit, show you guys some of the tools, place that small ARB bet. We didn't make a whole lot of money, but we got some reward points with Caesars, so that's always nice. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. I guess it'll be right around 2 Eastern. So if you want to tune in tomorrow, 2 Eastern, we'll look for some bets. We'll hit some bets, see if we can make some money. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you later.